rising from the ashes like the proverbial phoenix.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Another exciting show going on for you guys. This is Brian from thelegalelbow.com.
And this is Dan from MMA Aftermath on Facebook.
Tonight we got a stacked show for you guys. Stick around, take a seat,
grab a brew,
and get settled in. Down to the wire here tomorrow night. Roy Nelson
joining us, everybody, man.
taking on Big Nog.
Fucking Roy Nelson coming in with a fucking, he might beat Big Nog over the head with a fucking drumstick. I don't know, man. It's, you know, he might pull a fucking drumstick out of his beard, start beating him with it. You know,
he might
in this fight.
That's a great point, man. He might just do that. He might just say, "Fuck it, here we go, drumsticks time." You know, what kind of ref's gonna look for that? Oh, he's got a big burly beard. You know?
Is the ref, before he goes into the cage, going to start fucking feeling up his beard for a fucking drumstick? No.
Probably not. No, he probably think, you know, that's lunch for after the fight.
Yeah.
Why look? Big deal. Even if I do find something, shit, man, the guy's going to be hungry afterwards. Fuck, I can't take that away from him.
I'm not going to look up in this greasy beard, man.
Fuck, man. Shit. So, hey, man, we might see a drumstick flying around in there, but we might not. Who knows? But this, if you haven't seen it yet, people, you got to go and check it out. Junior DeSantos throwing a punch at Roy Nelson, but actually there's a freaking hairdryer in there. And there's a comb. There's a comb in the other hand. Yeah. So it looks awesome.
It's a fucking goodie in the other hand.
Yeah, goodie. But, yeah, man, fucking Roy Nelson, man. Fucking,
yeah, Roy Nelson coming in there, fucking slapping him over the head with a fucking TV dinner, fucking taking the victory.
Fucking TV dinner, baby. TV dinner lunchbox style with them gloves he's wearing.
Fucking break out a thermos out of that fucking lunchbox and bludgeon his ass.
Throw a lunchbox at his ass and fucking make eggnog. We got a gallon of eggnog coming, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Got exciting show for you guys, man. Roy Nelson taking on Big Nog. It's going to be excitement had by all.
Yeah, this is like a this is a big fight for both these fighters, man. This is like the crossroads right here. You know, really.
It really is. I mean, to me, it's like, okay, Roy's got to win. Roy can't really afford to take a loss at this point. And Big Nog, I mean, I looked at his stats and what's going on with Big Nog. Big Nog's fought like 5 times since, don't quote me perfectly on this, but 5 times since like 2010. It's like, dude, you've pretty much almost gotten to the point where it's like 1.5 fights a year, if that. You know what I mean? It's pretty bad, in my opinion.
And you know what? You can't really fault him because he's had multiple staph infections. The fucking elbow recovery that fucking when Frank Mir basically shredded his elbow up, you know, because he didn't want to tap because his, you know, the Brazilians are so prideful they really don't want to tap, which is, you know, gonna. If you're that ignorant, or I shouldn't say ignorant, if you're that prideful and honorable that you don't want to tap, then you're just fucking yourself up because you're going to be out for 6 months to a year, you know, after surgery. So.
Well, plus you got a Frank Mir too, which is like, well, okay, if you're not going to tap, then I'm going to go ahead and keep going, and you're going to fucking snap. Yeah, I mean that's the way I grabbed it. That's just the way he looks at it.
Snap or snap, biatch.
Yeah. Yep.
But before we get into any more of this fight, I just want to say real fast to the people that our new format is going to be, we're going to run down maybe a few fights, a few MMA topics or something like that. It's going to be anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes, and this is going to be considered our quick elbow podcasts. So you're going to be getting, instead of just one show a week, we're going to be putting out multiple shows a week. So look forward to that, people.
Going over long topics, you know, and we want to, what we want to do is bring you the best that we can, the best that we have, and
bring you the meat and potatoes, brother.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's basically what it is, man. The meat of the whole conversation, if we want to bring it. So, that's what we're aiming to do. Hopefully you guys like it. If you don't, that sucks. But that's pretty much what we're doing at this point.
If you do, spread the word.
Yeah, man. By all means, man. If you guys like the show, the best thing you can do for us is say something. Hey, man, these guys are cool. I like listening to these guys. That's all we can ask, So without further ado, man, you want to jump right in this card? You got some other news? What other kind of shit you want to throw out there?
Let's just put this out there because it's a hot topic. It's Ronda Rousey, the Ronda Rousey topic. And my problem with Ronda Rousey is she's like the women's version of a Money Mayweather. He never wanted to fight fucking Pacquiao. And it seems like Rousey is doing everything she can to duck and get out of the way of Chris Cyborg. It's like, come on. Why is this not happening? She's ready to get tested. I know we have this TRT shit looming over Cyborg's head, but that's been years now. Okay? And the thing is, they're talking Gina Carano, but she's even fucking stalling now. She wants Gina Carano because she knows that if you do the math, fucking Cyborg whipped the shit out of Carano, so Rousey's probably looking at that. My thing is, if you're a champion and she's not, she didn't, I'm not going to, the only thing I'm going to do is Muhammad Ali, somebody like Muhammad Ali, who was a champion, and Dan Henderson, who was a champion. Okay? The only comparison I'm making out of these two with Ronda Rousey is they were champions that never ducked a fucking fight. They had all comers, they took on all comers, and that was it. It doesn't matter who. If somebody stepped to them and said, hey, motherfucker, I want you in a fight, I'm going to beat your ass. Right there, it's on. What's the fucking problem here, bro?
Yeah, it's like a PR thing or something, man. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like we talked about earlier, man. We were going over some stuff. This narcissist thing, everybody's looking out for themselves, and like with Facebook, it's a narcissist dream. I could post everything about what I'm doing all day long, and it's like, well, I could, negate my whole life in what I'm doing with fighting, and I can speak about it, on the internet and do whatever I want to do, and post this idea and that idea, and it's like,
likes as you can.
What's that?
I said, like the narcissist, try to get as many likes as possible.
Right. It's like, does it really fucking matter when it comes down to it? No. Really, in fighting, sure, it's about your legacy, which I can make a couple other arguments, presidency. No, it's not about your legacy. Okay, that's a whole other subject. There's some other people out there that want to be known for their legacy, which is fucking ridiculous, but I just don't get it. I don't see why, yeah. If you're the champion, that's just the way it is. If you're the champion, you're the champion. Some people want to hold on to the belt as long as they can, so they duck. They just duck. Carano, she should be wanting to fight Carano all day long, which she probably is wanting to. But because Carano, what was her last fight? She got mangled.
She got fucking Cyborg Center in retirement. Yeah,
there's a picture running around the internet, I think. Well, not I think, but there's a picture running around the internet where it's like Cyborg is holding one side of her face and punching the other side. And, it looks like a drunken Carano. She is just getting blasted. So, it's not a pretty picture, man. She does not look pretty in that at all. That's probably why she figured, fuck it, I got to get out of this for a while and make some money.
It's like a PR move, like you were saying, it's trying. Ronda Rousey, there's one thing I'm not going to deny. Ronda Rousey's very fucking popular right now.
Oh, yeah.
And if Cyborg was to come in and win, Cyborg is not going to be as popular. There's no fucking way, shape, or form. I'm sorry, Cyborg's great fighter. She don't have the looks that fucking Ronda Rousey has. Even if it's a pouty-ass charisma, she still has charisma, Ronda Rousey does. So, the pay-per-view events for Ronda Rousey, everybody's stopping what they're doing, and not just the men, okay? You're talking about the women, too. So you're strategically putting a Ronda Rousey fight or a championship fight on a card. There's going to be an extra audience there, and it's going to be women, you know. So that's what I'm looking at too, which is bullshit. For the simple fact is, she should just Ronda should be like, I'm the best. I'm the fucking best. I don't care if fucking Cyborg's coming up challenge me. Bring her ass on. I'm gonna whip her ass too. You know, but that's not happening right now. So.
No, and one point I want to bring up, you know, not that it's, you know, factual, it's just speculation, man, you know, on my part, but I would bet Dana's probably saying, you know, don't say a whole lot on this fight, because right now you're the champion, you're the poster girl, whatnot, you know what I mean, right now. If this chick can get down to 135 and come beat you at your weight class, or come fight you at your weight class for that matter,
which fucking Cyborg said she was going to do.
Right. Which I thought was kick-ass, because there's a couple little posts I saw, you know, here and there on my phone during the day, and one of the other posts I saw where Ronda Rousey's like, I'm not dodging her, blah, 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 but I didn't get the meat of the story, you know what I mean? So I can't comment on it, but it was one of them. So it's obviously out there. She's trying to say she's not ducking her, but it's like...
But like you said, tongues have been tied, you know, not to... Don't, like you said, Dana is telling her, don't put fuel to the fire by, you know, talking smack back, you know, because
right.
It's gonna fucking, everybody's gonna want to see it.
Right, and I mean, she shouldn't be. I mean, really, because she's not only in, you know, a huge organization, she's also in an organization with a dictator. So he's the one doing the talking. You shouldn't be, because we've already seen that anytime somebody does any big talking, you know. Any champion does some huge talking that's outside of what UFC wants, you know.
Dana will come up there with a smear campaign or fucking say you don't know what the fuck he's talking about or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, put a stink on this one, man. If you want.
Yeah,
man.
no, I just wanted to go over it because it's a hot topic right now.
Oh yeah, it is very hot.
Because fucking 2 months ago now it's going on. Joe Rogan came on. You know, saying, I got some awesome news for you guys. Just wait till the end of the week and we'll have the news. I've yet to hear about the fucking news. So,
yeah, he said we'd have it by Thursday or something like that. That was like,
yeah.
we were talking about it. We'll have it by Thursday. We were talking about, I think, Tuesday or something like that. And we still haven't heard anything as of yet. And that was like 2 weeks ago.
Jaw-dropping news, this and that. I think it was longer than that. But the thing is, we've heard all kinds of fucking names. You know, we've heard like 2, 3, 4 names, and you know, Carano and fucking Cyborg being among those, and nothing's happened yet. You know, let's fucking get a name out there and just put this fucking shit to rest because I'm done with it. If it's not going to be Cyborg, it's not going to be Carano. You know, all I say is at least sign the two to a contract.
Everybody in my weight class better be shaking in their boots.
It doesn't sound like Cyborg or Rousey, but
anyway, we got over in Dubai tomorrow. We have, which is April 11th, Big Nog going against Big Country. Now, Big Nog, I think, is done. But if you come in there with a bad fucking game, you know, a bad day, Big Nog will take advantage of it. But I don't see that. I see basically, hopefully, Big Country coming in there opposing his will and fucking taking this fucking victory. It might be a knockdown, drag him out fight, like a lot of Big Country and fucking Nogueira's fights are, you know. But I see Big Country, youth, weight, fucking possibly fucking, you know, taking this out. And Nogueira's been a legend in the sport, man. But come on, man, we're going into fucking dinosaur status over here. It's, you know, he might not be, you know, like 40-some or whatever, but as much as he's fought and as many wars he's been in, it's taken some time off his fucking career, and there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, the guy looks sporty. He might be whatever 36, whatever he is. I don't even remember. He's 35 or 36. Dude, the guy looks 40 or in his 40s. I mean, you know, early 40s anyway. So, I mean, Nog has seen better days. That's for damn sure. His UFC career has been very carefully plotted. For damn sure. I mean, he's gone in there with some guys that they thought, oh, this should be a good match. He's got this fucking ass whipped, but he's been impressive in some of his fights, but they haven't been against top people. So, and he's been knocked out, he's been tapped out. You know what I mean? Or submitted anyway, or a limb broken.
Before the fucking ref just said, "Dude, no, this is too gruesome. You're out."
Yeah.
It's like pride or no pride. But like you said, he's been in some fucking wars. But I would have to say fucking major fucking ring rust. Come on, like you said. How many fights in the last 5 years? I know it's injury. I know it's, staph infections and that, but he hasn't really fought that much.
No, he has not. And that's basically it. It's like, you look at the difference between him and Roy. Roy's fought 5 times since late 2012, I believe. You know what I mean? Or mid 2012, maybe. On the other hand, Big Nog has fought his last 5 fights have been since 2010. Late 2009. We're talking, a 5-year span, 4 or 5 year span here. I mean, for somebody that's in there and still a huge name, it's a bit ridiculous, to fight that little. You know what I mean? Sorrel Diabate was on the verge of retiring. That guy was still fighting more than that. I mean, I can't actually recite exactly, but I mean, he was fighting more than that.
Well, not only that, it's he's on a win-loss.
Such a toss-up, yeah.
It's back and forth. It's almost like, okay, you got your ass beat for Frank Mir, so we'll give you Dave Herman. You beat Dave Herman, now you get your ass kicked by Verdum. We give you fucking Brendan Schaub after you got your ass kicked by Kane.
Right.
Right there, it's like, fuck, let's keep... Because if you like it or not, fucking Minotauro Nogueira is one of the biggest fucking draws in fucking Brazil, dude.
Yeah, he really is, and that's a reason to keep him on. And here we go, he's age 37. Looking at his rap sheet right here, I mean, yeah.
But like we said, 37, he's more like a mid-40s when it comes to fighting. He's been in the wars. He's had fucking surgery, I think, on his face to remove cartilage because it's been beat on so much.
Yeah. Oh, no, he may as well be, when it comes to fighting, he may as well be 40, minimum 43. I'd say 45, though. Just his overall career, what we've seen of fighters at that age. He may as well be in his.
We're not even talking about his pride days, the brutal pride days of when he was winning champion belts after belts. But he was paying prices, he was paying ultimate prices, man.
Here's a good example, man. 10 fights ago, he fought Josh Barnett and lost to him in 2006. And then fought Josh Barnett again 3 months later in 2006 and lost to... I switched it around. He lost to Josh Barnett. They came back and won against Josh Barnett. But both fights in 2006. So how
many rounds were... Let me see. How many rounds did those go?
Both decisions.
Yeah, see? And that's what I'm talking about. He's not the guy that's going to go out and knock somebody right the fuck out, maybe once in a great while. But he's the guy, battle of attrition guy,
Yeah, in his last 10, he's had, let's look at it here, 3 submissions and 3 knockouts. Oh, that was a technical submission, so 4 submissions, excuse me. I just blasted myself in the head. I'm sure you guys probably heard that. I just blasted myself in the headphones. But
yeah, that's the funny thing that you bring that up. He was such a fucking badass submission artist back in the Pride days, dude.
Yeah.
Like fucking pulling off submissions. And you're like, fuck, man.
Oh.
This guy's Jit's fucking expert, man.
It's funny. One of the submissions I brought up, too, was Fabricio Verdum submitting him. Well, listen. Yeah, but you look at the wins.
You come back years later, and the last fucking loss, he got submitted by fucking Verdum in the second round. So, all came back around, but it ain't the same Verdum back then. So Verdum is like a machine now. So it's like, This guy is the guy that reinvented his fucking game for Doom, but that's another whole fucking subject.
Oh yeah, it is, man. And we're gonna get to that too, man. Because Fabricio Verdum versus Travis Brown is a fucking landmark in MMA as far as I'm concerned.
My ass will be planted in front of a fucking LCD for that one.
Fucking LED for that matter.
Fucking black and white TV.
I don't care if I gotta watch it on my hand. No.
Held.
But it's gonna be sick, man. Gonna be sick. But I mean, looking at it, it's like, yeah, he's got some KOs going on here, but some of them KOs were losses too. So I mean, want to compile some wins here. We got Dave Herman submission win. I'm going to name all wins here. Dave Herman submission. Brendan Schaub KO. Randy Couture decision. Tim Sylvia in 2008 submission. Heath Herring 2007 decision. Josh Barnett decision.
Respectable.
And then a win over Fabricio Verdum in Pride in mid-year 2006 decision win. You know, we're looking at a different Fabricio than we are. You know what I mean? Fabricio's not old either. I mean,
All right, man. Steadfast.
and God beer. LegalMobileRadio.com. MMA Aftermath on Facebook. We're out of here.
Later.